What is up, Virgo? How are y'all doing? Time to go ahead and get started on your extended reading for October 2023. So stick around. What is good with my Virgo friends? It is extended time. I'm just going through with a fine-tooth comb and seeing if I can grab any last little bits of information that may have been left out before we move on to the mid-month messages, where I will be looking to see if timelines have changed. That's actually my favorite one, to be honest with you. All right, for those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information is in the description box of this video. For the new faces or the people who missed the memo, the October reading sale is live and available on my website, where we put the mini readings back on the list and shaved $10 off the top. So $40 mini readings. All the information is on my website, tarotwithrich.com. That's in the description of this video. All right. We are starting this off here with the person from the past. See if there's anything else we can tell Virgo about the person from the past. Anything I may have missed. Anything that's of importance. Whoa. I dropped it. Got that 3 of Wands, though. Indicates to me that somebody is sitting here waiting, convinced that the other person is coming forward. Ooh, obsession. Kind of feel like this person may be kind of obsessing over you a little bit, to be honest with you, and not in a good way. Not in a good way with this devil energy here. Knight of Swords. It's not looking like communication's happening. I'm almost kind of feeling like this person's been trying to replace you. But like no matter who they talk to, no matter who they date, no matter who they sleep with, you still own space in their head. If you are dealing with somebody who had some addiction problems or something like that, and you're wondering whether or not they have taken action to get that problem under control, get clean, whatever. No, it doesn't look like it. Matter of fact, if that sounds like a situation you dealt with, they've probably gotten worse, to be honest with you. Could be a Libra for some of you. Also have Aries and Capricorn here. Okay, a lot of fire energy too, though. A lot of fire energy. So could be a fire sign for some of you, or maybe somebody with a really heavy fire placement, like a moon sign or something like that, you know. All right. Well, let's look at their energy. But with the Fool card in the reverse, it's looking like they may be a little bit too scared to come forward. Why? I don't know. Maybe they know that you know what they did, especially if you caught them in a lie or if they were being sneaky and deceitful. And they know you know. Let's look at their energy at the deepest level. What's this person's energy at the deepest level? Oh, 9 of Swords. See, they're too scared. Too scared, too nervous when it comes to this connection here. Fool card reversed again, man. They're too scared. I don't know why they are so scared. 3 of Cups again. Contemplating making a return. Contemplating it. But too scared. Could be an Aries for some of you. And also have Cancer here. I mean, they do have feelings for you at a really deep level, I think. There's something missing here that I can't put a finger on, honestly. There's a puzzle piece that feels like it's missing. And I don't want to get like really super specific, but honestly, what it feels like to me is that they were doing something sneaky and deceitful, or they were keeping some kind of secret. There was some kind of secret they were keeping, and you found out about it, and they know you found out about it. Or they strongly suspect that you found out about it. So, because some of you may be scratching your head like, what are you talking about? I didn't find out about no secret. Well, then they were keeping a secret, and they really strongly suspect that you found out about it. Very strongly. You know, because whenever somebody, man, when somebody like makes it a habit of just lying to everybody, those are usually the most paranoid people. You ever meet somebody that's just generally extremely paranoid? You ever met somebody like that? Just paranoid all the time. Always paranoid. Most of the time, and in a vast majority of cases, if you pay really close attention, those people are really sneaky and dishonest. When your whole life is built on lies and deceit, you start getting really paranoid that people know that you're lying and keeping secrets, even if they have no idea. So for some of you, maybe you never found out about whatever secret they were keeping, but they're just really paranoid that you did. But I'm thinking for the majority of you, you done found out about whatever little secret they were keeping or whatever they were lying about or trying to keep hidden. I think a lot of you did find out about it, and they know it. And that may be why they're afraid to come forward. Let's get straight to the advice on this, because I'm not seeing a whole lot of movement, so I'm not gonna keep digging at that. What's the advice? Would it be a good idea for Virgo to reach out to this person? Or what should Virgo do in regards to this situation with the past person? 7 of Pentacles. You might want to strongly consider whether or not this situation is worth your energy. Strongly consider it. Just ask yourself this question. Is it even worth risking wasting my time? You know, because anytime we give somebody a chance, we're risking completely wasting our time. Is it worth the risk? To some of you may say, yes, it is worth the risk. I'll risk wasting my time just to try to make it work one last time. Okay, cool. Right on. Shit, no judgment here. Then fucking get to it then, because this person ain't moving. But I think a lot of you are a little bit more practical than that, especially if this wasn't your first go around with this person. You already done this 1 or 2 times before, and you're like, nah, I got a pretty good idea of what's going to happen if I try this again. About a 98% chance, same thing is going to happen last time, and the time before that, and the time before that. How many times does somebody have to show you their true colors before you stop trying to repaint them? You know? So just strongly consider that. Ask yourself that question. Is it worth the risk? Taking the chance on wasting my fucking time. Is it worth that risk? Just ask yourself that question. No judgment here. Whatever the answer to that question is, take that answer and do with it what you will. All right. Next up, current person. And before we do the current person, I have to give the current person disclaimer, because there are people who watch these videos with no common sense whatsoever. I know that's not the majority of you, but we got to be fair. If you are not experiencing any problems, issues, or concerns with your current person, not only is this not your reading, but you shouldn't even be watching me anyway. If you have a happy, healthy relationship, don't watch my content. Go enjoy your relationship. This is for people who need help and guidance. Okay. All right. Or if you just like the advice. All right, let's see here. What's the problem? What's the issue? What's the dealio Emilio? Got that 10 of Wands, though. So, okay, this connection, it's getting to the point. Man, we got that 7 of Pentacles again and the 7 of Wands. It's getting to the point now where it's official. It's official. The connection that you two have is a burden. It's crossed that line. Okay. Now, even when the universe brings you your divine partner, you're going to have your ups and downs. Okay. A true, healthy, successful relationship isn't all sunglasses and cocktails, rainbows and unicorn farts, little pink bunny shit and Skittles, love, light, and fairy dust. Okay. There will be ups and downs. There will be good times and bad times. There will be challenges, struggles, and obstacles. But after a certain point, when it keeps looping around and looping around and looping around and looping around and y'all ain't making no progress together, it keeps repeating the same toxic cycle around and around in a loop-de-loop. After a certain point, you cross that line, and now the connection is nothing but a burden. It's nothing but a burden. Now you have officially become a fucking anchor that's holding me down. So, a lot of walking on eggshells energy. Maybe for some of you, man, I sympathize for those of you dealing with a situation where you breathe the wrong way. It starts an argument, right? Doesn't matter what you do. It's an argument. Doesn't matter what you say. It's an argument. Doesn't matter. It's an argument. Walking on eggshells, tiptoeing through the tulips, right? So it's gotten to the point now where it's just like you feel like you're seriously starting to feel like this is a waste of time. Like seriously starting to feel like that. Y'all just ain't working together as a team. This just isn't team effort. A lot of emotional manipulation. Some of you, and you all know, for those of you who have followed me for any amount of time, you know that I'm very picky and particular about using this word. But some of you are dealing with a certified narcissist. Now, I'm picky about how I use that word. I'm very aware that that's a buzzword. And it is one of the most highly overused buzzwords, especially in the spiritual community. Okay. But there's a lot of you here who are dealing with a real one. Let's look at this person's energy and see how they feel about you. How they feel about you. Some of you, this is just a materialistic connection. Maybe all this person really cared about to begin with was money, material things, what it looked like, that 10 of Pentacles energy. And there's nothing wrong with money and material things. I have to make that a very clear point. I'm not one of those spiritual public figures who's going to lie to you and tell you that money is bad. Money is not bad. What's bad is when that's all you give a shit about is the material, the money. You know, those people who they dump all of their energy and effort into trying to make themselves look good than actually building a healthy, happy life. I would rather look good on social media and make people think I'm happy than to actually work on building a happy life. You know what I'm saying? That's when this becomes toxic. That's when it becomes a problem. Okay. Now, I don't know who needs to hear that, but put this thing down. Look around at your life. If you're not satisfied with what you see when you look around, you need to delete your social media account and work to make that happy first. Then fucking show it off all you want. Oh, hell yeah, man. Show it off. Show it off all you want once you finally got it like that. Just saying, I know one person needs to hear that. But I kind of feel like for some of you, that may be the type of energy that you're dealing with here, even if it's not social media. You know, somebody who, like, yep, see, look. They care more about image. Maybe this person, again, especially if you're dealing with a narcissist, man. One thing about a true narcissist is they're very charismatic, right? Most people who ain't close to them have no idea that they're a narcissist. That's another reason why I can't stand that word being overused, because people just slap that label on somebody because they don't like them, you know? Oh, you have a big ego? You're a narcissist. You have a grandiose personality? You're a narcissist. That's fucking bullshit, dude. A true narcissist is not something that just anybody and everybody is going to be able to identify. You ain't just going to be able to walk up to somebody you don't like and slap the narcissist label on them. A real narcissist, you ain't going to know until you get close to them. That's when you're going to find out what they all about, right? They don't want this to come to an end. They don't want this to come to an end. I think they know deep, deep down inside that it is coming to an end. Oh, and are you surprised that card came up? They don't want it to, though, but they refuse to take accountability for what they need to do to fix things. You know, that delusional type of thinking where they want the relationship to just work out. I want it to just work out my way. I'm not the problem. Are you kidding me? It's not my fault. I didn't cause the problem here. It's everybody else's fault. Everything should just work out the way I want it to work out, right? Let's jump straight to the advice on this right here. Let's jump straight to the advice. Ooh, Eight of Wands reversed. Ooh, a Page of Swords reversed. Nine of Cups. Five of Cups. Okay. So I may only be talking to a very small number of you. I'm aware of that. Because this is kind of getting more and more narrow the further down this rabbit hole that I go. But I have a feeling that a lot of you, especially being a Virgo or having a heavy Virgo influence, however it resonates, you've already tried talking sense into them. All right. You've already tried bringing logic to the table. You've already hit this from every angle you can possibly hit it from to no avail, right? Stop. If you're dealing with a real one, a real narcissist, they don't have the brain capacity to comprehend what they're doing wrong. That's why you can't talk sense into them. Research it. They have a brain disorder. What caused it? I don't know. Serious neglect of certain emotional development stages of their childhood, possibly, maybe. I don't know. But their brain didn't develop properly. That's why you can't talk sense into them. That's why you can't get them to see the nature of their wrongdoing. That's why they will never admit that they made a mistake. That's why they will never feel sorry for what they did to you. They don't have the brains to comprehend that what they did was wrong. In their brain, they didn't do anything wrong. in their world, in their little universe, it really is everybody else's fault. It's everybody else's fault to them, just like the sky is blue to you. Now, think about that and rethink how hard you're going to really, really try to see if you can fix this. Take that information and do with it what thou wilt. All right. Random advice. Random advice about any random thing. No limits. Anything and everything. Ooh, Two of Swords in the reverse. Ooh. Hey, isn't that weird? I pulled the Two of Swords reversed. Then my elbow bumped this deck right here. And the Two of Swords reversed fell out on my lap. Isn't that funny? You can't tell me that tarot's some bullshit, dude. I don't give a fuck. You can't tell me that. I've seen too much. All right. Boom. The Strength card. Be very picky and choosy who you open up to. Now, this is going to narrow down very specifically to those of you who are seriously goal-oriented. Not just goal-oriented, okay? I'm going to take it a step further than that. Those of you who have serious plans and are either about to or are currently taking action and on the path to pursue those goals and those plans. Be very picky and choosy who you tell your plans to. Not everybody wants to see you win. And the more winning you do, the more, because you're going to start winning. If you haven't already, you're going to start winning. Fucking dick gnat flying around. You're going to start winning. Pay very close attention to those people that ain't clapping. The first win you hit, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're building a business or starting some sort of social media presence, whether it's a YouTube channel or a TikTok or an Instagram business page or whatever it is that you're doing, and you start making moves and it starts working, you start making money, you start making a name for yourself, pay close attention to the people around you. Not everybody's going to be clapping. And it's okay. I'm not saying just cut people straight out of your life. Unless you want to. You can. But that's not what I'm saying. When you start busting moves, pay close attention to the people who ain't clapping. And watch them very, very carefully. Because the further down that path you go, the further up the mountain you make it, eventually they're going to expose themselves. Eventually. It's only a matter of time. It ain't if, it's when. Eventually, just picture a cobra's head popping up and that tongue flicking. They're going to expose themselves. You will. Not you might. You will discover at least one undercover hater in your close circle of friends and family. At least one. And I say that to be generous. I say that to be very generous. People never believe me when I tell them that. Yeah, that may happen to a lot of people, but not me. Me and my family, we're tight. If you come from a family and ain't nobody ever graduated college, Nobody has ever made more than 60 grand a year in your whole family, both sides of your family. And you get a college degree, you build a business, you start making $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 a year. Somebody's going to get pissed. Somebody very close to you is going to get mad. They don't want to see you win. All I'm saying is just watch those people very closely. Watch them closely, because it's not uncommon for those people to try to sabotage you. So you start busting those moves and you watch everybody's clapping. Your mom's happy for you. Your dad's happy for you. Your brother's cheering you on. You know, your sister's like, yeah, that's my brother, my sister, whatever, whatever. But then your cousin is kind of hanging back in the corner, just watching you like that. It's cool. Just keep a close eye on them. Keep a real close eye on them, because now they're wanting to see you fail. They're going to be watching you so close, hoping that you fail. You know, nobody is going to watch you closer than somebody that hates you, right? You know that, right? Nobody watches you closer than somebody that hates you, because the better you're doing, the more angry they get, and they're wishing that you're going to fail. And now that's a fact. Okay. That's going to happen. This is not necessarily guaranteed to happen, but it's very, very likely that the longer you go without failing, they might fuck around and try to make you fail if they get mad enough. And there's some sick, miserable people out there. Sick, miserable people out there that get so mad when people are doing good. It burns them. It eats them up from the inside when they see somebody doing good. They hate it. And it's very common, very, very common for those people to desperately try to sabotage you. That's why I say just watch them very closely. Just watch them. Keep them at an arm's distance. If I start winning and you ain't clapping, I'm keeping you at an arm's distance and I'm watching you very closely. But just know that while we're still in the lower densities, that's part of it. It won't be forever. It won't be forever. Once we finally get up into the lower mid ranges of 4D, which we're not, we're still in the very low. We still see some of the 3D. You know what I mean? We're still kind of overlapping 3D and 4D. But once we leave 3D behind and we get up into the early, lower mid ranges of 4D, that'll all go away. That'll all go away. We'll eventually get to a place where we're all cheering each other on. We're happy for each other. We're motivating each other. We're lifting each other up. We'll get there eventually. But we ain't there yet. Not quite. There's still a lot of dark, sick, nasty, miserable people and energies that are floating around the planet right now. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying that to make you aware of it. Don't be scared of it. Oh, no. Don't be scared of it. Oh, hell no. Ain't nothing to be scared of. You're 1,000 times more powerful than that. But just be aware of it so that it doesn't take you by surprise. And you'll know how to deal with it. And you'll be able to deal with it with confidence. Okay? All righty. I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. For those of you just now tuning in who never caught the memo, the October reading sale is still live and available on my website. $40 readings on my website for October, y'all. All the information is in the description of this video. I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.